Hello and welcome to the Latah Valley Fiber Co podcast. My name is Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is the 30th of October. I have a finished object to share with you as well as some works in progress and a new cast on. Plus I have a spinning update for you. So let's get started. You can find me on Instagram at Latah Valley Fiber Co. You can check out my shop, latahvalleyfiberco.etsy.com. And if you would like to direct message me, you can do that, lvfiberco@gmail.com. So, a big thing today. I have finished the last dandelion dress that I have to do before November 1st, which is in 2 days. So as many of you know, you've been following along for a little while, I have been knitting dandelion dresses for my nieces. And their birthday is November 1st. So I have 3 dresses to show you. They're quads. So there is a boy in there. He is getting a vest, which I knit up a couple months ago. So the final dress is done. So this is the Dandelion Dress by Petite Knit. And this one is knit out of my own hand-dyed yarn. This is mulberry in my sock yarn, which is 80% wool, 20% nylon. And this is the mulberry colorway. This is dyed out of the mulberry plants on the East Coast. My sister-in-law brought them over when she visited 1 year. So I dyed up sock yarn with it, and this is a great pattern. I knit this is the last one that I knit, and the girls are turning 4, so I knit several different sizes. The first one that I knit in January, I ended up knitting it twice, and I ran out of yarn, so I just bound off, and the dress is really small, so I knit a different one, and I have that one to show you. It is this purple one here, and the first thing that I can tell, so this is size 3/4. Now they're a little on the petite side because there were 4 of them all growing at the same time. So I thought a 3/4 would be okay size for the petite ones. This is a purple dress. I can't remember the yarn, but I'm hoping this fits her. This is for the most petite girl. And so I think it'll fit. I'm going to buy leggings to go with it. And then, yeah. So this was the second dress that I did. I knit the third dress out of my own hand-dyed yarn. This was store-bought, the purple, because I didn't have a purple in my shop. The other girl likes pink, so I thought this would be great for her. So this is my Sweets colorway in fingering sock, and then the gray. So the purple and pink are size 3/4. This one is 4/5 because the third girl is tall and lanky. So I knit her the one size up in the hopes that it would fit longer through here. I also used 3 skeins of yarn, which I had plenty. So I just knit until it said you were done. I did match. I would have had enough to do the sleeves. This dress does come with sleeves in it, but I didn't have enough yarn for the first one, so I just copied it across to all 3 regardless. So it has an I-cord bind off at the neck, so I just duplicated that down for the sleeves. And this one is nice and long. In retrospect, I would have liked to have done that with the first two. So I'm really hoping they fit. Yeah. So that's the saga of the dress. The party for them is this Saturday, so I am looking forward to handing that off to them with a hug and a kiss. Here you go. Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was almost a year-long project to knit these because they are fingering weight, and by the time you get to the skirt, you're at 300, almost 400. It's like 396 stitches before you start doing the bind off. So, yeah, my hands were very tired at the end. Okay, that is it for finished knitting objects. I do have a finished spinning project, but I'm going to show that to you at the end. So let's talk about my cast on. I have two since the last time we chit-chatted, and one of them is a pair of socks. It's just a vanilla sock. It's for my mother-in-law. She wanted another gray pair with a pink cuff, so that's what I've done for her. This is a sock set that I dyed called Tabitha, and it came with the pink mini. So, oh, right here. This came as a set. So I did a 1-inch cuff. I cast on 106 stitches and then did a rapid decrease on, I think I knit one round and then did a rapid decrease. Let me see if I have a note on that. Nope, didn't make a note of that. I think I did knit, I cast on the 106, knit one round, decreased down to 64 stitches, and then started the 2x2 ribbing. I was hoping that it would make a little delicate edge, which I think it has. It's curly, which that was what I was hoping for. I may eventually try a pair that has like more than 106 stitches to see if it would curl a little bit more, but we'll see. This is just a plain vanilla pair of socks. I did use the slip stitch heel flap and then the gusset from Summer Lee's book in, I can't remember which pattern it was for, but a lot of them are the same. So if you have her book, then it's in there. And then I knit the foot part for 6.5 inches and then started the toe. So this is the first one. I have blocked it because I wanted to make sure that the cuff would look okay and it was what I wanted with it curling a little bit. So yeah, I think I like it, and I think my mother-in-law will like it too. So that'll be nice for her. So I do need to cast on the second one of that. I'm not going to have it done by the end of Socktober. So in the grand scheme of things, I knit a pair and a half for the whole of October. But I would have knit more socks, I think, if I didn't have that big assignment dress going on. So I'll know that for next time to maybe plan it a little bit different so I can get the most amount of socks knit in Socktober ever. We'll see how that goes. Okay, the next thing that I cast on, as a lot of you know, I did a spin for Advent, Christmas Advent last year, and I'm trying to use that before this next Advent. I don't know that I'm going to make it. We'll see. There's often times where you either buy a yarn Advent or a fiber Advent, and then you never use what you bought. So I don't want to do that. I want to be able to use it. So Last time I had a cowl that I had done out of, let me go back. When I did the spin, I got a DK weight yarn, 3 skeins of it. So I've used one of the skeins. Here's the second. There's a little bit of purple color change on the inside, so I'm excited to get to that. I'm doing the Sophie scarf. This is what I have so far. Now, this was a little bit of a trial. I was trying to do a different stitch in here. She just has you knit. So it's a garter stitch. You knit the front, you knit the back, you end up with a garter ridge, which is really squishy and soft. But I was trying a different stitch in here, but with the Sophie scarf pattern, and it didn't go well. I made it to about here, or maybe here, and I did the fisherman's rib, and it didn't look good. So I pulled it out and I thought, well, I'll just do the Sophie scarf because I like it and it's super squishy. Although the fisherman's rib would have been squishy too. It was really, yeah, it was nice. But I didn't like how the increases, they looked funny on the side. You could tell where the increase was for the fisherman's rib, and it just, I didn't care for that. So I'm doing the Sophie scarf. Now, this will probably be more the shawl size because this is 100 grams of DK weight, and oh no, this is like 125 grams. Okay, so this is I did weigh it. Phew. This is 125 grams. So that's going to be more of the shawl versus the scarf, which is fine. I wouldn't mind a bigger one. I have the smaller ones, several of them. So a big one would be nice. So that means as you're knitting, you're weighing your yarn. So I had a total of 125 grams. So if you divide that by 2, that's 62.5 grams per side. So what you do is you knit, increasing until you have 62.5 grams left, and then you start decreasing. And by the end of that, you should have all of your yarn used up, which is the goal. I want to use it all. So that should get me a pretty big scarf, I would think. So that's my hope. The Sophie scarf or shawl, because there's 2 patterns there, is by Petite Knit, and it's a very popular pattern even now. I think it came out a couple years ago, but a lot of people are still knitting it. It is just, it's a really good pattern, and it's a lot of fun. Uses up pretty much whatever yarn weight or how much you have, you can make a Sophie scarf or shawl. So I cast that one on the 23rd of October. So it's going to take the place of the dress, which will be great. I also have a project, which I'm going to show you here in a second, that I'm knitting for my mom, and I wanted to give that to her at Thanksgiving time. They're coming over to our house. We're hosting Thanksgiving, and I wanted to be able to present that to her. So I am going to prioritize that, and it's the blanket. So this blanket is by Purl Soho, and it is mitered square blanket by Purl Soho. Let me get my notes. Okay, yeah. Jake Canton is the designer. I'm using the Woodland Tweed yarn by Knit Picks in a variety of colors. It was left over from a previous blanket I had done. And I am using needle size 4mm. So it's a really nice dense fabric with that 4mm. So let me show you that. I am more than halfway done, which is nice. I have 4 rows left to go. So I ended here, and as you can see, I ran out of the green, this color here. So I was able to use it with this color to make a nice blend, which I think would be nice. So I need to come back over here and pick up, well, I'll make stitches here, and then my next row will be started. So I have, I don't have any more of this color or this color. I have the cream and the yellow. So I'm thinking I will add in, this is the gray that I have left over, and then I have this blue, and that's it. So I have the yellow and the cream, and then these two. So I'm hoping that will get me 4 more rows. It's going to be a lap blanket, so it doesn't need to be gigantic, but I would like it to sit on her lap and then cover her toes. So this is, you know, the length of it at the moment. So, you know, I think it will, once I get those 4 rows on, I think it will be long enough to do from toes to her lap. So that's for my mom. And November 1st is Saturday, so I need to get cracking on this. I can get about a square done in 25 minutes. So I'll increase that to maybe do 5 squares a day. And there's 16 down. So I should have plenty of time to get it done. Work on it a little bit every day. And I can give that off to my mom. So, okay, that's it for the knitting. I do have a spinning project that I want to show you, finished spinning project, as well as what I'm gonna do next. So let's talk about that. Okay, I did a spin last week and the week before, and it was out of a braid that I had dyed. It was this, I had 2 of them, so this is the second one. And then here's the finished skein. This is a 3-ply yarn. It's DK weight, 14 wraps per inch. This is, I spun it S twist. Well, the single ply I did Z twist, and then when I did the 3 chain ply, that I did S twist. And then it's 130 yards. This is wool and alpaca that I blended together and then dyed. So I have one more skein that, sorry, not skein, fiber braid that I would like to do. I really like how this turned out. It's very earthy, lots of orange and green, a little bluey gray. It's very pretty. So I like how this turned out. So I'm going to do the same technique that I did with this one. For this. So I am going to unbraid it, and then I'm going to split it from the top all the way down, and I'm going to spin that. Then I'm going to take the other section, fold it in half, and pull it apart, and then spin from one side, and then flip the other one upside down and spin it that way. So I really like this. There's a little bit of barber pulling, which means 2 different colors are on one strand. There's also green together and orange together and maroony red together. The gray and blue, yes, there's some, I guess, that is also together, but there is a little bit of barber pulling too. So it'll be a fun skein to knit something up with. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use this on yet. It has the alpaca, so there is a little bit of drape to it, which would be nice for a probably Sophie scarf. That would look really pretty, actually. Or even a color work section on a sweater. So that is my next spinning project. I would like to get that done in the next couple of weeks. It didn't take me too long to do the other one either, so I would spend about 30 minutes to an hour each day working on that. So that, yeah. So those are the projects I have going on. I really want to get the top priority is a blanket for my mom. And then I'll do the spinning and the socks for my mother-in-law. And then the last thing I'll work on is the Sophie scarf. I don't really have an end time. I would like to get it done by December, you know, through Christmas, get that done. I also have one more skein of that, which is this one. So I don't know what to do with this one yet, and I don't know that I'm going to get it done by January, whatever it is that I decide. So, yeah. Okay, that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying the fall weather and getting all of your crafty goodness done. Are you knitting socks? Are you knitting a sweater for Christmas? Or a scarf? Are you knitting a Sophie scarf? I'd love to see it. Share it down below. And until next time, happy knitting.